derail. And again, seeing fire and smoke and feeling that jolt of the train. We can actually play you that sound once again from those passengers that spoke to our reporter, Leslie Brinkley, just a little while ago, who, as they told her, were traumatized by the situation. Let's listen to that once again.
What you just described, I mean, you saw smoke, you said?
Yeah, it was, the train stopped twice. It went backwards to go back. Because there was mechanical malfunctions, and then it tried to go to orinda, and then it just like the screeches were different. It wasn't like usual screeches. It was like weird, and I've taken BART many a times. Yeah, and then it smoked on the outside, and then it smoked in the inside of the cart everywhere. Saw smoke, and then you saw like, from our view, it's just fire, like orange, and just pop, pop. So then we tried to get to the next cart. We opened our cart door, and the next cart door was like angled, and we tried to open it. Me and the guy in front of me, the first two people, when we were trying to open it, so somebody behind us was like, just jump. So we just jumped in this outside, like Mission Impossible almost, but like not in a cool way, like in a very bad way, like scary, and like just jumping out, and then just seeing the smoke behind us and having to run out, like, for our lives, you know? Like, fire was right next to us. Like, we didn't know if the whole cart was going to blow up or anything, you know? It's just, yeah, that was...
Very traumatic.
Yeah.
And how about you? Are you guys okay? Or just shaken up more mentally? Or...
Yeah, we're traumatized. We're trauma bonded now, for sure.
You guys didn't know each other before?
No, we did. Yeah, we went
all
to
four of us
in
are
San Francisco.
Yeah.
But trauma buddies.
Yeah, now we are.
One
we
day
were
we're
just trying to get home.
Yeah, that's always on our mind. Just let's get home.
We were like half asleep on the BART, and then she was like, "Oh, we're going backwards now." So like, and I get motion sickness when it goes backwards. So she's like, "Turn," and I like open my eyes and turn, and there's smoke.
Yeah, that's
when we knew.
Yeah.
Is when it started like reversing for some reason. But I don't know why it was doing that. And yeah, we jumped off, fell a few times.
That was like our only hope.
Yeah.
Jumping off.
Yeah. And it's pretty high. It's not like a foot.
Yeah, fell. Everybody fell.
You for your life. Like, it could have been much worse.
Yeah. It definitely could have been worse. And I'm grateful that it wasn't.
Yeah.
But it's still not okay.
Not how we want to start 2024. That's for sure.
Say that one more time.
Not how we want to start 2024. You know, you say you want to start with a bang, but not like that. Not like that.
What we're wondering is...
You were hearing from two passengers who were on that train that derailed this morning shortly after 9 a.m., telling us and describing in detail what they felt, what they experienced, and the scary situation of that derailment and being on that train. But thankfully, both of them get off safely, as well as other passengers who were on that train. We also just a little while ago heard from Jim Allison, the spokesperson from BART. Let's go ahead and listen to that interview.
Just after 9 o'clock this morning, an eastbound Yellow Line train partially derailed. Two cars apparently went off the track. Apparently there were some flames. The Orinda Fire Department responded and extinguished the flames. There were no injuries. Passengers were safely evacuated. We're investigating to find out exactly what happened with this, but it's in the very early stages right now. So.
Passengers, we did see some loaded into ambulances and taken away. So must be maybe some minor injuries or assessments. And then passengers described the train being stopped for quite a while, with BART making an announcement there was mechanical difficulty, and that after that the train started moving backwards, and that's when the problem happened.
Okay. In terms of injuries, I don't have any information of reported injuries. Obviously, this is something we'll gather more information about. And in terms of the incident, the timeline of the incident, I'm still, I just arrived on the scene, so I'm just still gathering information.
One of the passengers told me that this was a brand new train, meaning it was like on its first revenue haul. Do you know anything about that?
I don't have any information about that. It was definitely a Fleet of the Future train, according to the information I have now. and so we'll get more information, and I can answer that question in detail later.
Fair to say, though, that more trains of that fleet are going online now.
So all of the base schedule is the fleet of the future trains, and the legacy trains are only used in contingencies where we don't have enough train cars, let's say, or there's an event train.
Is this an NTSB event, if you know?
My understanding of the situation is if there is no fatality, it would not be an NTSB event, but again, it's in the early stages, and obviously BART police and Contra Costa County authorities are on the scene.
Some passengers said they only heard that there was an equipment fault, and they never heard about a fire unless they saw it, and they didn't hear about any derailment. When these things happen, what is kind of the protocol for messaging the passengers on board?
First and foremost, the train operator is responsible for the safety of the passengers, and maybe communicating information is something that can occur later in the timeline of the incident, but that train operator is the first responder. They're on the scene. They need to take care of the emergency right away. Obviously, we'll find out exactly what happened in this case, and people always want information to reassure themselves. The train operators do their best. It's part of their protocol, but the first thing is to deal with the incident that is causing a problem first.
And that was Jim Allison, spokesperson for BART, giving us some more information about this incident, this fire and train derailment.